Gennady, moving ahead to the rematch, what changes in your view in the rematch than last September tactically in terms of the pure fight?
This may be a better question to put. Abel, I'm ready right now because I'm more excited. I really want this fight. I'm very hungry.
And Abel, could you, I know it was only a 2-round fight, but I know Gennady and you were very adamant that you wanted to go through, you did not want the long layoff. What was the importance you thought of that fight with Mark Roshan in terms of just keeping the rhythm in the sync?
I think I had been in training camp for a while. You don't waste 5-6 weeks of training camp and wait another 3 months for another fight. I needed him to fight just to, first of all, take out some aggressions. 2, he wanted to fight for the fans. Really, the money was not the important thing. He wanted to put on a show for his fans. His fans were expecting a fight. He was very upset. First of all, he was very upset that it didn't happen in Vegas because there's a lot of people that bought tickets, not only from Kazakhstan, but all over the world. Bought tickets for flights, made reservations for hotels, bought tickets for the fight. So he wanted to make sure that he was out in front of his fans. As Tom just alluded to, all of the records that he set, fighting somebody that nobody wanted him to fight, yet the people just want to see him fight, so that's what he wanted to give them.
Gennady, I want to tip my hat to you. To lead off, congratulations on winning this Ring Magazine pound for pound title. I spoke with you before about who was your idol. You mentioned Marvin Hagler. If he was in the room here today, what would you say to him?
Oh, this is a hard question. Probably I tell him that now I have the same position like you with Sugar Leonard. Right now, как сказать, как знаешь, сейчас мы можем повторить ту же историю, как we can repeat history. Yeah, we can repeat history like your fight with Leonard. I'm very excited. This story, this is kind of like a story for me, maybe it's 100% for me and for my kids, because for my friends, for my fans, everybody called me, said, oh, gee, this is story, this history.
Tom, Tom, I don't know how much you're allowed to divulge, but if you could please, as much as you're allowed, just explain this Hail Mary that got this deal done at the, I guess, past the 11th hour?
It was past the 12th hour, Mike. It really, literally, there was no positioning, there was no more poker playing. It was dead. I thought when I hung up the phone with Eric that they were going to go. He said that they already had a deal done with Jacobs, which I come to find out afterwards it might not have been completely done. Our deal with Billy Joe Saunders and Frank Warren was definitely had been agreed to. But our part of the agreement was we wouldn't go into the exact details of what the final agreement was, but you can, Gennady, if he wasn't, if he didn't get what he wanted, he wouldn't have agreed to the deal. So whatever you want to infer from that, we can leave it at that. But he's happy. This will be a big promotion. It'll be a great fight for both guys. Look, it gives Canelo Alvarez the opportunity to fight for his titles. If Canelo wins September 15th, then all of a sudden this title belt goes to him. Gennady's other title belts go to him. So, Canelo still has a big career in front of him. It's just Gennady stood on his principles, and at the end of the day, he got what he was looking for.
And a question for Abel. What are your thoughts about Canelo Alvarez after everything that's happened?
He was in my training camp probably about 6 years ago. He spent 3 different training camps in my camp. And as Gennady was just saying, he was a different kind of person. He was a very humble, very nice kid. It seems that today his riches have made him a different person. He's a very good fighter. He's an exceptional fighter. He's doing a lot with the boxing in Mexico. But as fast as he went up, they go back down. All the people that you stepped on the way up, you can meet on the way down. So I think that his persona today is diva-like sometimes. His actions what he says and what he doesn't say and what he doesn't do are hurting him.
You know, I know, of course, you and Gennady are very professional. We've had so many great rivalries over the years. There was genuine bad blood, like, you know, Guerrero and Morales comes to mind. So you see this even approaching that, where these guys really hate each other? Or
I don't think it's hate, but I don't think that it's out. Those rivalries were rivalries inside the ring, not outside the ring. So what he's doing, what Canelo's doing outside is hurting Canelo, not hurting Golovkin. But if this ends up being the kind of fight that we think it's going to be, then I think that could be a rivalry for a third one. And a fourth one. These two guys are not the kind of fighters like Vasquez and Marquez, where they beat each other up and they can't function in the next fight. These two guys are exceptional boxers and good fighters, and it's not going to be that type of fight. So there will be a third and fourth, or there could be a third and fourth.
But it's safe to say, as Tom was alluding to earlier, that there's genuine bad blood and distaste. Maybe not hate, but distaste.
It's not hate. It's bad blood just because of what he's put us through. And yeah, there is some some wrongs that need to be righted, and they will be on the 15th.
Gennady, 118, 110 became very famous on Twitter. Adelaide Birds with a lot of heat. Do you think that you can get a fair shake? Do you feel like you have to go in there and knock him out? Same question also for Abel.
I don't even think about those things. I'm not pressured by any kind of factors. I don't really care about, you know, what the judges decided to do. This is not concerning me at all.
Правда такая система, правда такая вещь. То есть кто может принимать, тот живет спокойно, а кто не может смириться с правдой, начинает суетиться.
Truth is such a thing that where you can take the truth, you can actually live with it. But those who cannot accept the truth, you know, getting all anxious about it.
Я чувствую себя very comfortable.
And he's feeling himself very comfortable right now.